Hi, Tony.
Oh
Nice to.
man, I've got the sun in my eyes and I got you on my screen. What more could a man want?
Thank you so much.
First of all, congratulations on the Inventor. It is such a wonderful piece. It's a as much whimsy as anyone could ever want, but it's so beautifully executed.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, we put a lot of hard work into getting there, and I really appreciate you enjoying the film so much. That's great.
And it shows all that hard work that you've put into it. In 2009, you did a short called Leonardo. Uh,
Yeah, that's
is
right.
this an extension of that?
Well, I think in a way it's an extension of exploring Leonardo da Vinci even further. I mean, the short was 7 minutes long. There's no dialogue in it. It's a little more of a poetic piece in a sense, even though it's got humor and everything else. And in that way, the tone was established in the short. I wanted to carry into the feature, but in a way, the feature, because of its length and its, and in making a feature and the sort of, the material of a feature, the fabric of a feature, if you will, is allows you to explore a character in a more in-depth way. And so all the research I did on Leonardo da Vinci, it felt like the perfect um, vehicle landscape to go and explore him even further. So, in a way, it is, taking the idea of Leonardo further for sure.
Well, and you surrounded him with some great characters too, and what a cast! I mean, Daisy Ridley, Stephen Fry as Leonardo. You really hit the jackpot.
Yes, I did. I am so appreciative of them joining us and making this film, and they really did bring a lot of life to the character through their voices. It just was tremendous. And Stephen Fry is such
Mm.
a polymath himself, and so much like a Leonardo da Vinci in a way. He's every time I talk to him, he's like busy with something new. So um, yeah, is just a wonderful human being too. And then Daisy Ridley's just got, she's such a special person as well, and she's a wonderful voice, powerful voice. And I don't know if a lot of people know this, but she can really sing really well. And we have a song in the film. We have a few songs in the film, and she sings a lovely two songs, and they're just beautiful.
And you're no slouch yourself. I mean, you've done this kind of work for a long, long time. Uh, does being a voice actor or an actor inform how you direct?
Oh, well, I don't consider myself too much of an actor, but I guess being in animation, we always think of ourselves in a way as actors. And, an animator, Chuck Jones always said an animator is an actor with a pencil. And so you know, I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, it's, I don't know what to say.
Well, there's got to be a shorthand you've developed with actors to bring out the best in their performances.
Yeah, for sure. I've done prior to the Inventor. I've worked working at Pixar. I directed a short called Your Friend the Rat, and that
Mm.
was my first experience working with an actor on and recording them. And yeah, you just learn that one thing in recording actors is you get in the room with them. It's you're in a recording studio and you don't want to be in the booth. You want to be in the room with them. So you're together. You read lines with them. You do many recordings. You have them run at it, and then from it all, you are able to edit that into the thing. So you can't be afraid of it, and you kind of
No.
push them and get them to bring their best work. And I feel like as a director, that's my job is for all the artists to provide them with the information they need, provide them with the landscape they
Mm.
can um, be comfortable in to bring their best work. You want them to bring 110% of their abilities because that's why you working with them. This is true to the voice actors, but also to the animators and the craftspeople and everyone else I worked with. And I always think of directing as not having all the answers, but being kind of the perfect guide to everyone and making sure they're safe to bring their best work. So
And voice actors are just they're incredible. Most of them are great singers, and uh,
Mhm.
Jess Harnell is a good friend of mine. My aunt was June Foray. Um,
Oh, wow, really?
yeah, so I mean, listening, growing up in that world, you mentioned Chuck Jones, and
Mhm.
uh, it's just so meticulous that they have to be, and yet they have fun doing it.
Yes, to me, animation is. I'm so blessed that I work in animation. I had a great mentor, Bernie Mattinson, who's a
Wow.
famous story artist and director in his own right at Disney. And Bernie told me, he said, "This will keep you young.
Mm.
Animation will keep you young," and it did for him. And for me, it's just a special form because it embodies all the forms of filmmaking, and it's drawings or computers. It's like an art form in just craftsmanship of it. But yet you have cinematic tools you have to understand, and actually obviously actors and all these things. So to me, it's just a wonderful embodiment and of all the forms, and it's just a lovely, wonderful. I mean, it takes forever to do. It's sort of mad people in a way do it, but it does. It just keeps you young. It keeps you as a kid. As a kid at
Yeah.
heart. Here, I got to play with toys. I mean, it's just so.
Yay. In our final moments that we have, and by the way, thank you for your time this morning. Um, what do you think audiences are gonna once they discover the inventor? What do you think they're going to take away from the film?
Well, I hope they take away a sort of sense that, in life, we leave behind a legacy, and, very much so Leonardo did. And we still talk about him. And I made a movie about him. And I feel like I want people to embody that you have a power as well to leave behind a legacy, and how you interact with others, how you inspire others, how you teach others in throughout your life, and what that means. And so hopefully you will um, you know make the place a better, the world a better place for having been in it. And I think that in a way is the ultimate message of the film. So I hope, people walk away with that. I hope children enjoy it on a certain level, and maybe they won't understand everything in the film, but they'll take it with them as going, wow, I really enjoyed that. And then in the future they'll revisit the film and they'll get a whole other aspect of it. And to me, that's a really special movie if it can work that way. You want to come back and revisit it, and then each time you get something new from it.
Exactly.
I think that's true of a lot of art, if that can happen.
Jim, it's just an absolute pleasure to chat with you. And again, congratulations on the inventor. It's absolutely a terrific, terrific family film.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This was a wonderful interview. Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye bye.